All right, Algebra 1B students, welcome to part 3 of lesson 11.2 on dividing rational expressions. Just one quick wrinkle to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about what is called a complex fraction. And a complex fraction is a fraction that contains fractions. So it's like a fraction over a fraction in the numerator and the denominator. The reason that we're going to talk about them today is because fraction bar, hopefully you recall, is just like a divide sign. So when we have a fraction in the form a over b over c over d, that's really saying a over b divided by c over d. This bar here means divided by. So you're going to see problems in your practice problem set that start out looking like complex fractions. And your job is to turn them into divide signs and then flip and multiply by the reciprocal as we did in our last video. What I mean by that is this. You're asked to give a simplified form of this crazy looking double, triple fraction, triple stacked fraction here. But really this is just a complex fraction where on the top and bottom of this bar we have a fraction on the top, or a rational expression on the top I should say, and a rational expression on the bottom. So I'm going to rewrite this as, instead of a fraction over a fraction, I'm going to rewrite it with a divide symbol. 1 over x minus 2 divided by x plus 3 over x squared minus 4. So now that we are doing dividing, we know that when we divide rational expressions, we simply take this second fraction, flip it upside down, and change the divide symbol to multiply. So really we have 1 over x minus 2 multiplied by x squared minus 4 over x plus 3. And now we can do our multiplying of rational expressions as we have done many times before. Factoring and then canceling out. Now, again, we have a situation where we see an x squared plus no x's minus 4. So I'm looking for here two numbers that multiply to be negative 4 and add up to be nothing, add up to be 0. So that is x minus 2 and x plus 2 over x plus 3. And I'm squishing that together into one fraction with a 1 and an x minus 2. So now that I have everything factored as much as possible, I see an x minus 2 and an x minus 2 that can get canceled. And my final answer is simply x plus 2 over x plus 3. That's my final answer. So, like I said, this is very, very similar to what we did in our last video. The only difference is we have to change the way our problem looks when we begin. Turn it into a divide sign and then flip and multiply. I would like you to try this problem. 1 over q plus 4 all over divided by 2q squared over 2q plus 8. So take a look at that problem, pause the video, take a look at it, and then come on back, I'll show you what we should get. Okay, after I've done all of my factoring, I end up with this. 1 over q plus 4 multiplied by, and then I flip that bottom fraction, 2 times q plus 4 over 2q squared. 2's can cancel, the q's plus 4 can cancel, and I end up with 1 over q squared. If you have questions about complex fractions or flipping a fraction to multiply or multiplying rational expressions or anything like that, please make a note to ask me in class tomorrow. Otherwise, that's all I have for you tonight. Have a wonderful night.